Hello, I'm calling from the Trib. I'd like to confirm a quote.
Getting around 2 hours. I'm coming up on deadline.
How much money was involved? Was it over $1,000? Was it over $10,000?
He's my own son. I know him, and I know he's going to do something terrible.
I don't know what I can do.
Well, I think you ought to do something.
What makes you think that something's going to happen?
I just know.
There isn't much I can do here.
The state hospital won't help, the police won't help, so I thought you at the newspaper could do something.
We're just not set up to help with something like this.
Well, what are you going to do? Wait until it's news and then cover it?
I'm sorry.
I got a call this morning from a guy who figured out a way to run his car on apple brandy. He says the oil companies and the FBI are buying up all the apple brandy to put him out of business.
Apple brandy? Isn't brandy more expensive than gasoline? And why apple brandy? Why not pear brandy or plum wine or aquavit?
All good questions. Next time he calls, I'll let you talk to him. What do I do to get Billy City Council, sorry?
Punch up CC 24th.
Well, the City Council beat has certainly gotten more interesting.
You mean the rapid transit debate?
No, I mean 1,000 pearls of moisture glistened on his lean, hard torso. I saw the total contempt in which Armand held me.
What?
Yet it was the first time I'd ever felt like a real woman.
I buried my face in the dense fur of his chest. What's this?
I don't know. It looks like Mae West was fooling around with his VDT last night.
Some woman's unexpurgated memoirs.
Billy.
Fur. I like that.
What's up?
Didn't you stray somewhat from the facts of the City Council meeting in this story?
No, only on the leads. See, Armand bent my head back. I couldn't resist. What is this?
Didn't you work with that photographer on the Today side, Armand Dubin?
This isn't my City Council story. It's not my anything story. It's not my story.
Charlie?
I've never known anybody named Armand.
You better get our computer guy up here.
Okay.
Boy, this stuff is really putrid. What are we going to do?
Go on to the next page.
Good idea.
I'm not sure what to punch here, though.
City Council adjourned with the rapid transit issue undecided. Hot stuff.
Nice going, Lou.
All right. I'm telling you, it will just be a short while.
No, you can't come up here.
Perhaps I can help you.
It's okay, Lou. It's all right.
She didn't have a pass.
I know. In there, Edna.
Yes, I had to come here. I asked you to do something very simple. Why is that so hard? Why can't you talk to him? He's your very own cousin. Maybe he'll listen to you.
He doesn't.
He's always looked up to you.
That was 20 years ago, not lately.
You don't understand. It's gotten very bad, Art. I can't get through to him. If he only had something to fill his time, it doesn't have to be a job. Can't you try?
Okay, I'll talk to him.
Promise?
Yes, I promise.
Soon?
As soon as I get off work.
That's very nice of you. Let's go, dear. I hope I didn't cause you any trouble.
Edna, I'll walk you down.
What kind of thing?
It was just trashy, slummy sex stuff.
Like what? Can you give me an example?
You'll know it when you see it. Aren't you going home?
Donovan has me working on some extra stuff. I have to stay late. You taking off?
Donovan's taking me to a play.
Billy,
You ready?
maybe I ought to give you the tickets so you go with somebody else. I gotta make a stop.
How long a stop?
Well, not long.
That's okay. Let's try to make it.
Okay. Andy? Hey, Andy, come on.
Go away!
Look, I just want to talk to you for a minute. Well, you'd save a lot of time on cleanup if you use paper plates. I've got to be someplace. I just want to talk to you for a couple of minutes. If you're upset, we can talk about it.
I don't feel like dealing with visitors right now.
Hey, I made a special trip. At least open the door.
Okay. I'll open it, but don't come in right away. Wait till I tell you. Okay?
Okay.
Just wait.
Are you ready? Andy, can I come in? Somebody's waiting for me, and we're already late. Andy, I'm coming in now.
You wait here.
Andrew? Andrew? Come on, Andy, what are you doing? I'm sorry about this evening, but I just didn't feel like sitting through a play.
I understand.
The thing that's really annoying is that Andrew ruined your evening, too.
It's okay, really. Don't be mad at him for me.
Okay, then I'm mad for me. And I'm sitting here wondering if I should go out and look for him.
Where?
I know it's ridiculous. He just has a way of keeping you off balance.
Was he always this way?
No. No, when we were kids, he wasn't nutty at all. Well, that's not entirely true. He was always kind of manipulative. But he was regular enough. People liked him.
And now he's... what?
I can't give you a scientific name. But he's got emotional problems. He gets wild sometimes.
How wild?
He what? Freaked out in a hamburger stand once, broke some furniture. That's when they put him in the hospital the first time. His mother, the woman who came into the city room today, she's afraid that he's really going to do something crazy. Maybe hurt himself. Or someone else.
What about professional help?
Always had plenty. He was in the state hospital for a while. They let him go. He goes to see a psychiatrist, I don't know, once a week.
Then aren't the things that you can do being done?
My aunt doesn't think so. And I just don't know. I care about Andrew. When we were kids, we had some great times together. Hello?
Hey, Art.
Andrew?
Yeah. I'm sorry about tonight. I just, I acted really dumb this evening.
It's okay.
I've been feeling like a total jerk all night. I mean, you come up to talk to me and I freak out like that. I'm really sorry, Art.
It's okay. Where are you?
At a taco stand.
Are you feeling all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. Look, I don't mean for you to forgive me or anything like that. I was just a real jerk. And, I want to tell you, I think you're a terrific cousin to me, Art.
Best.
Thank you for being my cousin.
Lou Grant will continue in a moment here on A&E.
Say you know somebody who's crazy, who's out walking around.
I know a lot of people who are crazy walking around.
But this is somebody who you think is really unstable.
Get some help for him.
Okay, he's in therapy, but this guy's deeply nuts, and you're afraid that he might do something really terrible.
Like what?
Like hurt somebody.
I guess I'd call the authorities.
What authorities?
State hospital.
Hospitals can't lock somebody up just because another person calls up and says, hey, I think that guy's a nut. Anytime you didn't like somebody, you could put him away.
Yeah, but that isn't likely.
Used to happen a lot. 15 years ago, the mental hospitals were filled with people who were put away just because they acted a little odd, and somebody's nephew or neighbor or sister didn't like them.
Okay, so now it's hard to lock somebody away, so what do you do?
I don't know. Pretty interesting stuff, huh?
Yeah. A very interesting hypothetical dilemma. I suppose you want to write a story about it.
Well, you said it was interesting.
Okay. Just tell me. This person who's crazy. A friend of yours?
Friend of a friend.
I have never made love in a potting shed before. When I think of Sergei, I will always think of the smell of fresh-cut grass and damp earth.
It's some woman's autobiography. No, I share this terminal with Kathy Evers once in a while.
Doesn't matter whose terminal it shows up on. It's in the system.
Wonder what happened to her between Armand and Sergei.
Funny if she's going in alphabetical order.
Billy.
What's up?
I was just looking over the assignment sheet. I see that you're working on a story that somebody has wittily titled Crazies.
It's a hard story to name.
Mm-hmm.
It deals with the question of locking people up who are emotionally disturbed versus trying to get them back into the community. It's that dilemma when you have someone in that gray area between just neurotic and really raving.
Someone like my cousin Andrew?
Well, Andrew could fit into that category. But the story is about a lot more than that, though.
Don't you think that's going a little far, Billy? Using my private life to get your ideas for stories?
It isn't just Andrew.
No, not just. But it is Andrew.
Well, sure.
So what do I do now? Start worrying about censoring myself with my own reporters?
Art, please. I'm really sorry. I guess I made a mistake. You're right. Our talk about your cousin started me thinking. I probably thought more because it's you and I care about you and I wanted to do something. A lot of times when I'm concerned about something, what I do is I write about it.
I understand that. But couldn't you talk to me about it first?
I should have. I am sorry. I'll ask Lou to put me on something else.
You think this is a story?
I think it's a tough problem. I sure don't have the answer. I think it's worth looking into.
How would you, like to talk to Andrew's psychiatrist?
You know, I can't really discuss any of my patients.
Oh, I understand that, Dr. Myrtle. I just want to talk in more general terms.
Okay, how can I help you?
Can a person be released from our system of mental hospitals who could be dangerous, who could maybe hurt someone, or maybe even kill someone?
Well, that's exactly what we work to avoid. We try to set up standards for release. And our record in this area has been very good. We've had relatively few incidents with people we've released into the community.
But you have had some incidents?
Of course, of course.
Of course. Well, can't you avoid?
No, you can't avoid incidents entirely. When you're dealing with the human mind, you just can't predict what'll happen. But today, if a person is doing well as an inpatient and is released with the proper medication to keep him on an even keel, the prognosis is good.
With the proper medication?
Medication. That's an area where we've made huge advances in just the past few years.
Is it dangerous if a person stops taking their pills?
There could be some risk there, yes, but most people are conscientious. They know it's the medication that's helping them maintain.
Most people?
Mm-hmm. I think we can go now.
The reason I asked you all here is I think I know where the mystery memoirs are coming from, and I think we have a suspect.
Colonel Mustard.
In the library.
With the candlestick.
Okay. Now, what do we know? 1, someone on the Trib is writing cheesy, sexy memoirs. 2, no editor has assigned anyone to write cheesy, sexy memoirs. 3, the retrieval code is close enough to our computer language so that the cheesy, sexy memoirs have been showing up on Lou's terminal and later on Adams.
Vern, just tell us who's writing the cheesy, sexy memoirs.
Don't you want to hear how I figured it out?
Nope.
You really want me to just tell you?
Yeah.
It's Joe Rossi.
Rossi?
Okay, Vern, I want to know how you know that.
I just walked by his terminal. He's doing it right now. Don't touch that terminal.
This is it. Lance looked at me with cobalt eyes. I felt a shiver of anticipation.
Lance, I thought she liked Sergei.
Sergei was too nice to her, James.
Wait a minute. I don't want to know about Sergei. I don't know why you're writing this kind of stuff, Rossi.
I guess it looks kind of odd.
Kind of.
See, these are the memoirs of Lana Barkley.
The movie critic. Got Lana Barkley?
Yeah. But she's much of a writer. She'd written the first draft of The Velvet Stiletto.
The Velvet Stiletto?
Her autobiography. It was pretty terrible. But her publishers know that any book with her name on it will sell, so they wanted a ghostwriter to clean it up, put it in shape. And I wasn't allowed to see the draft until I agreed to do it. And actually, I'd always admired her hard-eyed film reviews.
Me too.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be recollections of famous film personalities. How was I supposed to know the only personalities she'd remember were the ones she slept with?
Horizontal recall.
Lou Grant will continue in a moment here on A&E. A&E returns to Lou Grant.
Is Andrew on medication?
Oh, yes, of course.
Is he good about taking it?
I think so.
But, Edna,
Thanks.
why are you so sure that he's going to hurt someone?
I'm not sure. I don't know what Andrew's going to do. Maybe he'll wake up one morning and see the light. Maybe he'll get a good job and work hard and fall in love with a nice girl and have a family. And I'll have Christmas dinner at their house and play with my grandchildren. I'd like that. But I don't see it happening. Whatever's bothering Andrew isn't going away.
We all know he's got problems. But why do you insist that he's going to do something really crazy when everybody you go see doesn't seem that worried?
I'm his mother. He's my son. I guess a mother just knows things. He has a lot of anger in him. You've seen that?
Yeah.
I don't know where it came from. Maybe it's my fault. Maybe it came from me. I mean, I've made mistakes. And that's what they say, isn't it? I mean, it's all in the upbringing. But if I've made mistakes, what does that mean? That I should just give up now? Andrew's 32 years old. Does that mean I'm not his mother anymore? That I shouldn't save him by trying to stop him from doing something terrible?
No, of course not.
Arthur, you're the most sensible member of the family. If you think that I should just give up now,
No, don't give up on Andrew. I just don't think you should stop your whole life either.
I haven't stopped my whole life. I have my work, I shop, I have my friends, I do all that. It's just that there's always this fear. Me. Come on in, Terry. Oh, this is Terry Mills. This is Billy
Newman.
And Arthur Donovan.
Hi, everybody.
I'll get your pants.
Oh, good. I live in the apartment above Edna's, and I exploit Edna for slave labor like hemming pants. Arthur Donovan, you're her nephew.
Yeah. I didn't know that Edna had time to hem pants. That could come in very handy.
Yeah, well, you gotta butter her up a lot. Did Christine marry Dirk, or did she run off with his brother?
Oh, Dirk got tuberculosis right before the wedding.
Oh.
And now she's nursing him back to health. And Dirk's brother is having an affair with little Kevin's governess.
What did I tell you?
Aha, you called it.
Well, you got company. I'll take off. Thanks for the pants.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye.
You see, I run with a very fast crowd.
I was at this hamburger stand. I was trying to have my meal. And there were these groupies next to me.
Groupies?
Teeny boppers. Dressed that way those kind of girls dress. Tight pants, little shirt. They do that just to tease, you know.
I'm not sure it's that, Andrew. I think some girls that age are in a period of discovering their sexuality.
They know what they're doing. They're into getting older guys interested and then humiliating them. That's their whole thing. But I ignored them. But they were giggling at me.
Andrew, we've discussed your feeling that...
I'm not being paranoid. They were giggling at me. Look, I want to respect women. I do. But women don't respect themselves. That's why all these problems are happening. There's no morality. They have no morals. And they do things to push a guy. Now, any intelligent guy is tuned into this.
Okay, now let's talk about that.
I've offended you, haven't I?
No. But I do want to explore that with you, Andrew.
Well, you see, I respect you. And my mother. And Terry. I told you about Terry. She's this girl that lives in my mother's building. She lives there alone, which she shouldn't. Not at her age. See, she doesn't know that men are interested in her. What they want from her. She's too naive. And then there's this red-headed reporter that's my cousin always has hanging around. Although he says that they're just friends now, to which I say, oh, sure. You see, I want to respect women so much. But they just keep coming at me. They're all over the city. And they just keep coming and yammering. And sometimes I just see myself doing something to stop them.
Oh, you should have washed all these different colors separately.
If I did that, I'd have 4 teeny-weeny loads and I'd be here all night.
Saw some nice turtlenecks at the May Company today.
Turtlenecks make my neck itch. Besides, my wardrobe's pretty complete.
Oh, I bumped into somebody you know at the supermarket today.
I don't know anyone.
Yeah, Cynthia Adams. You went to high school with her. You liked her.
That was 15 years ago.
She asked about you.
I'm supposed to care about that?
Well, she was very concerned about you.
Now, look. I don't want you talking about me to Cynthia Adams or anybody else, all right?
All right.
a damn about Cynthia Adams. Now you just shut up, okay? All right?
Don't rewrite the hand, Rossi. Just bet.
Okay. I'll raise 3.
You want to take a little more time to think about that?
Hi, Edna. Terry, come on in.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're in the middle of a meeting.
We're just planning the editorial policy for next year. Come on in. Is something wrong?
I was so upset. Terry had to drive me down.
Andrew got her really worried.
What happened?
They had a bad fight.
He got that crazy look in his eye. He just worked himself up.
What do you think we should do?
Well, I've been trying to call Dr. Murdahl, but she's on a flight back east. I've been thinking about trying to get Andrew into a state hospital tonight. I'm just so upset, Arthur.
I heard what was going on down there. Andrew sounded pretty wild.
What's wrong, Art?
I'm not sure. We may have to try and get my cousin into a mental hospital. I don't know.
Well, Rossi, you know something about that from that piece that he did. He spent some time in one of those institutions.
Yeah, but that was 2 years ago, and all I saw was a big warehouse for the unhappiest people in the world. Made me crazy just being there.
Well, of course, that's because you weren't crazy.
Yeah, well, if I were crazy, I don't think I could have handled it at all.
Well, I know. I've looked into all those places, but let's face it, if you're Andrew, I just don't think he can handle it out there on those streets. It's hard enough for those of us with our feet on the ground to get by. Just think how vulnerable Andrew is. It's that much harder.
At least people in those hospitals are presumably there to help.
Yeah, presumably.
I know. I've been there. I know the care there isn't the greatest. Don't you think if you are disturbed, it's kind of a relief to be in a place where it's okay to be crazy? Where nobody's going to make any demands on you? Don't you think?
Oh, please, don't ask me.
So what we've got is a choice between evils, and neither one is the lesser.
Lou Grant will continue in a moment here on A&E.
Thank you for coming along.
I never sleep well after losing a Rossi anyway.
It's really hard for me to be objective about this.
Well, try to imagine for a minute that Andrew is not family. Would you think he was crazy?
I think he was crazy.
Would you be thinking his family ought to be trying to get him into a hospital?
I think I'd be glad it wasn't my problem.
Okay. We're here. Light's still on. He's probably still up there.
Maybe I should go in and talk to him alone.
Sure.
Terry, let Arthur walk you in.
Something like that.
It's nice. You play so well.
Remember this? Camp Taumakwa, oh, that's the camp for me. I'm so glad I left the city for a camp that agrees with me.
You're really good. You could do something with music.
Yeah. Become another Segovia?
I'm not saying that.
I don't want to do anything with music.
What do you want to do?
I want to get my head together first. Don't you think that's priority 1?
That's fair enough.
Everybody wants me to do what they want me to do.
Do you remember Jack Spang?
Jack Spang. We stayed on his parents' boat that time up in Newport Beach.
Right.
And he was drunk. And he tried to cast off. It was about midnight. And he tried to back out of the harbor.
And we got hung up on the breakwater.
Almost killed us all. Yeah, I remember Jack Spang.
Harbor Commissioner.
You're kidding.
And San Pedro phoned it in 2 days ago.
Jack Spang is a harbor commissioner? And they say I'm crazy.
And, do you like it?
Yeah, it's an interesting job.
They've been talking a long time.
Maybe that's a good sign.
Yeah.
Is Newport Beach still the same?
Oh, it's a lot more crowded.
That was a great trip.
It was a classic. You remember those 3 girls from Florida?
No.
We picked them up in the pancake house.
I don't remember any girls.
Andy, come on. We went in there for lunch.
Where's my mother anyway? She too afraid to come back?
I think you did frighten her a little.
You think she's scared? Art, I'm scared.
I think I can understand that.
I'm so confused. Therapy's just a crock. I can't control myself, which is bad. And then, I hear these voices in my head which keep telling me to do these crazy things. It's really bad, Art. It's really crazy.
Andy, maybe this is the time to go back into the hospital.
Is that what this is? You came over here to try to talk me into going to the funny farm? Was this my mother's idea?
No.
No. You're my cousin. I know you're just saying what you think is right.
That's right.
If you think I should go over to that hospital, I'll go right over tonight. If you think I should go, you just say the word.
I just had a long talk with Andrew, and I think it would be advisable for him to be admitted at this time for observation.
Yes, I agree.
Night, Andrew.
Lou Grant will continue in a moment here on A&E.
I can't accept writing like this.
I thought it was what you wanted.
No. People are expecting more from me than this.
I've won 6 different journalism awards.
I've won 9. You make me seem so insipid. Even though I was inexperienced in those days, I always had passion.
More passion.
And you've got Sergei all sweaty. I hate that. And don't say I bedded him in a smelly potting shed. Say a villa.
But you said it was a potting shed.
It was a potting shed on an estate. Do you think my readers want to think of me getting it on somebody's ratty little shed?
I thought it was kind of atmospheric.
You're not being paid to think, Joe. You're being paid to write. I don't enjoy being critical like this, Joe. But think of my position. My name goes on that book.
How's Donovan's cousin doing? Has anybody heard?
He went into the state hospital the night of the poker game. So what was that, about 3 days?
Art's feeling a little more relaxed. I'm going over there tonight for dinner.
I tell you.
Hey, Animal, come on, we have to get back.
Art has a tough situation. His own cousin, boy.
Seems like every family has at least one member with some kind of problem for him.
I can't think of anybody in my family that's weird or anything. Hey, what do you think?
Hi.
Andrew, hi.
Come on in. Surprised to see me?
Yeah. Where's Art?
He's not here.
Was that you playing just now? You're good. Well, go ahead. Don't let me stop you.
I'm not in the mood.
Where did you say Art was?
I didn't say. I just said he wasn't here.
Well, where is he?
Out shopping for your dinner, I suppose.
Not the best host. I should have done his shopping by now.
You got me. He's not out shopping. I ate him.
When did you get out of the hospital? I knew you were there. Art mentioned it to me.
I'm not ashamed I was there.
No, of course not.
They let me out this morning. They started counting the 72 hours from the morning. Actually, I was in for 78 hours. They can't hold you more than 3 days for observation.
Yes, I know.
They can hold you another 14 days, actually. But they didn't.
Do you feel better?
Would you if you were locked up for 78 hours with a bunch of crazy people?
I don't know.
Yeah, I guess I feel better.
I don't mind if you want to play your guitar. I'm sorry I interrupted you.
I'm really not in the mood.
Oh, okay. Boy, Art must be buying enough food for an army.
You're not comfortable with me here alone, are you?
I was just kind of wondering about Art.
I already told you.
Help! Help!
Help? You grab that one?
Yes.
I hope you both like artichokes, because I got artichokes.
I'm not staying.
What do you mean? I just bought a ton of stuff. You said you'd join us for dinner.
Yeah, I have a lot of things to do. I'll see you later.
I didn't know he was out.
Neither did I. He was waiting here when I got home.
Oh, you know, he is kind of creepy.
Did he do something threatening?
No, he didn't do anything.
Then isn't that being a little unfair?
Can't help it. He just makes me nervous.
I forgot my guitar.
Does your mother know you've been released?
Yeah, I'm going there now.
Michelangelo and Da Vinci never used string and paste, but it's become a kind of classic medium at the art school.
It looks like one of those Indian cities.
Yeah. It's my idea for a city, you know, like Solari in New Mexico.
Oh, yeah, right.
You know, you ought to look into the art school. I bet you'd like it because you are artistic.
You sound like my mother.
Yeah, we think alike because we're buddies. You really have a terrific mom, you know that.
I'll transfer ownership as soon as I can find the pink slip on her.
Very funny. Oh, can you get that? I'm all...
Hello? Yeah, just a second. It's Mike Show?
Scholl. Oh, God, that guy. I mean, what is he thinking? Okay. Look, tell him I'm busy and I can't talk.
She's busy. She can't talk. No, she's kind of tied up right now. Okay. He wants to know if you'll go out with him tomorrow.
Oh, no. He's this goopy guy. I mean, I guess he's nice, but I don't want to go out with him. Oh, tell him I can't. I gotta finish this project.
She can't. She's got a project. Here, you tell him.
No, look, I can't talk to him. He calls all the time. I mean, why can't he take a hint?
She can't. She has to work. Okay.
Thanks, really, you saved my life.
Excuse me. Hello?
Arthur? Has Andrew left yet?
Yes, about 2 hours ago. You isn't there yet?
No. How was he when you saw him?
The same, like Andrew.
Oh. Well, I think I'll just run over to his apartment.
Do you want me to?
No. I'm probably just being silly, and it's closer for me anyway. Maybe Terry will drive me over.
Edna.
Yes?
When you know something, call.
All right.
It's attention he wants. I think he's getting it.
Buck's rejection stung like a bullet in the gut. It took the skill and patience of Dr. Franklin Hayward to dig that bullet out.
Yeah, I know it's kind of a complicated metaphor.
That slime ball Buck never rejected me.
I thought you
He
said...
moved out, but I forced it to happen. Oh, this prose is really ragged, Joe. I'm too good a writer for this.
Here, why don't you write it?
Oh, because I have bigger fish to fry. I'm an idea person. All I need is a competent wordsmith to put those ideas into sentences and paragraphs.
Who writes your column?
I do, of course. What do you take me for?
An illiterate.
How can you say that? You've read my column.
That's why. Here, why don't you try this?
Goodbye, Armand. Goodbye, Sergei. Goodbye, Buck. What is this?
Goodbye, Lana. Get somebody else. I quit. I'm not gonna sit here and write this junk and listen to this abuse when I'm the one who's trying to put some real human feeling in your book.
Nobody ever said writing was easy.
Yeah? Well, this is too tough. I do want to write my own book with my own name on it.
Joe, you're serious, aren't you? Oh, please, Joe, you can't leave me now. You're the 6th writer they put on the book.
How flattering.
But, Joe, you're really the best, Joe. I know how tough it is for you. You know, it's not so easy for me either. It's just I want to write such a damn good book. That's why I added to some of the incidents and augmented and improved.
And made up.
Wait a minute! Do you think it's that easy to get someone to take you to bed? Even for me? But I never invented characters. I just touched up what happened to them. Every man in that book is a real person.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
I don't want that now. Bring me a real drink, Sergei.
Can I ask you something? Is there any real danger?
Well, I think you're both responding to something that's real, yes. When I got back from the East and found out he'd been in and out of the hospital so quickly, I tried to get in touch with him. I'm frankly very concerned myself.
What do you think could happen?
That's hard to say. Andrew is feeling a lot of hostility right now, especially toward women. It could manifest itself in violence.
Knowing that, Dr. Myrdal, don't you have a responsibility to warn the community?
As a matter of fact, I have. I called the police. That was a hard call to make. Some hostile impulses are, of course, natural and normal. We're all of us capable of being angry enough at times to fantasize killing.
But in this case, you did call the police, which means that you think that Andrew is really dangerous.
I have that concern. Yeah. And I'm worried now, too, that he hasn't tried to reach me.
We did hear from Dr. Myrdal, and I mentioned it at the roll call meeting.
Well, what is that going to do exactly?
It alerts the men to be on the lookout. I'll tell you what I can do. I'll have the car in the area patrol down that street more often.
One more radio car driving down the street. I mean, what are the chances of that helping here?
There's nothing else we can do.
Shouldn't you have done something earlier when Dr. Myrdal first called, warned people of the danger?
It was mentioned at every watch. What else can we do, really? Go down the street with a bullhorn saying, watch out for the guy in the house on the corner? He's a wacko? We can't tar someone as dangerous without violating their civil rights. Excuse me. Yeah. Yeah. Give me that name again. Right, call them in on it right now.
Edna.
Morning, Lou. Where's Arthur? Isn't this his desk?
As a matter of fact, it's my desk. Art isn't in yet.
Oh.
That's all right.
Well, I've been looking for Andrew, and I think Arthur's been looking for him, too. I tried phoning Arthur, and he doesn't answer, so I just thought I'd come and catch him here.
He called in and said he'd be late. I was just going to go down and have some breakfast. Will you join me?
No, thank you. I can't eat. I think I'll just go home.
I'll drop you off. I've got some time yet. When Art gets in, he'll call.
What's happening?
I'm sorry about your daughter.
My daughter?
Aren't you Mrs. Mills?
Terry. Oh, my God.
What happened, Nora?
Come on, Ed, and there's no reason to stay here now.
I want to be with Andrew.
Go in this car.
I want to be with Andrew.
The victim is a girl. Her name is Terry Mills. She was friendly with Edna.
I know. I met her.
Why was Orson Welles such a Hollywood genius? Peter Bogdanovich shares his insights on the great director tonight on Biography. Now, detectives fall prey to ambitious politicians and the scandal-hungry press on Police Story, next on A&E.